Well, Scott, Remedy provides updates on multiple games. Man, what a busy studio.
Yeah, they must be, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike Straw over at Insider Gaming. Remedy Entertainment released its business review for January to March 2024, and with it came a number of updates on multiple games for the studio. Regarding its upcoming games, Remedy says that Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake is scheduled to go into full production in Q2 2024. Control 2 is also expected to move to production readiness state in Q2 2024. Usually, in software development, the production readiness stage is when the application is ready to operate. Different studios, however, have different variations as to what production readiness means. Control 2 team has focused on finalizing the proof of concept stage, in which the game world, game mechanics, and visual targets are proven. Remedy CEO Tero Vertala said, aside from the two games we have names of, Remedy says the codename Condor, a new game in the Control franchise, is in full production. Scott, that is the multiplayer live service experience, don't forget. Lastly, from a game's standpoint, Project Kestrel is in concept stage after being rebooted for a free-to-play title as well for 2023. Speaking of Kestrel, the game's publisher Tencent has increased its stake in Remedy. The Chinese-based company now owns nearly 15% of the company. Financially, that's a great move. However, I don't know if you like Tencent owning more of your company.
Do you think that's... Well, that being tied to the idea of Kestrel here, do you think Tencent is really what's pushing that Kestrel game to be a free-to-play?
Maybe, right? The free-to-play, that too is the live service thing, right? Isn't Condor a live service, or am I getting that messed up with Kestrel?
No, I thought Condor was the multiplayer shooter, which was live service. I believe it was talked about.
I thought so. Well, okay, first of all, let's back it all the way up to Max Payne 1 and 2. Yo, let's go. Let's go. We were just talking about this off air. The fact that they're making these games from the ground up, this is where I'm excited. Because at the time when Max Payne 1 dropped, dude, bullet time was a huge leap and never seen before. And now it's used all over the place, right? It's such a staple in our industry. That was such a cool moment to live. Great story. I'm curious to see now what the concept of Max Payne 1 is to where we are today, how that plays out. It could be a whole new trip down memory lane.
Oh, how do we monetize that kind of story, that gameplay? Because I was 10 years old, I think, at the time when I played the game. Man. And it was incredibly dark for a 10-year-old. I do not recommend that, but
yeah, fair enough.
It lives on in my memory as really fun. You know, he's kind of like the Punisher, but turned rogue for a good reason, and I like it. I can't wait for it to come back, because I think, although these memories are 20 plus years old now at this point, I'm ready for that kind of a game regardless.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And I love what Remedy puts out.
I'm glad it's not a remaster, but a remake. Build it from the ground up to show us what today's standards of a Max Payne could be, right? I think that's the biggest thing. So they got two of those on the go. Max Payne 1 and 2. Dude, they got Control 2 on the go. They have Condor and Kestrel. Wow. Dude, that is pushing... Is that pushing too far, you think?
Yeah, now it becomes the question of how many people work at Remedy. How is there the amount of people, the manpower, and the time to put this much effort into... How many? Is this 4 projects?
5.
Yeah, 4 if you count. The Max Payne together.
Yeah. Max Payne 1 and 2 is probably getting remade together, right? At the same time. Well, did they release it at the same time, Scott? Or do you think they get... Here's Max Payne 1, and then 6 months later, a year later, you get Max Payne 2?
I thought I had read something about it being released together, but it could have just been that they're being developed together, because a split release would make a lot more sense market-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Although,
catch fire in the first one, get the second one.
Does everybody jump in on the first one, get bored of it, and then not buy the second one? That's the fear, I suppose.
Yeah, I can see it being packaged as it is Max Payne 1 and 2 Remake together. But you can keep up together with us over on ITGTV.com. We're there. Check out our socials and everything else we do.